There's a movie I love called Defending Your Life, and it's really about how every choice you make is either made out of love or out of fear. What will people think if I wear this? What will people think if I order that? What will people think? Or you know what? I love myself enough to order what I like, dress how I feel, express myself, right? And so inside of that, I try to help people learn that there's great things about change too. You learn something new, you get uncomfortable, but you grow and you expand. You maybe make a new friend if you expand your friend circle. And so I finished my presentation, had my books outside, signed my books, went back to my hotel for the night. I knew I'd be back the next day. And just for just a fleeting moment, I thought about that man. I thought about his anger, and I thought, well, at least he won't be there tomorrow. Because they only had to come once. It was a mandatory presentation. And I got there the next day, and I walked in, they introduced me, I walked up to the stage, and I was excited, like, who's ready for some change? And you never know. But then I glanced out, and there he was, still glaring at me 3 hours straight. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like, you don't even have to be here. I knew who the executives were. He wasn't one of them. But he sat there and he glared and he was angry. Sometimes change is really hard for people. I can't believe you don't watch the news. You're so ignorant. How can you be ignorant? And I go, do you think I don't know what's going on in the world? I had a woman in Atlanta. She came up to me, she was like in my face, and she was yelling at me, and she goes, I can't believe you don't watch the news. And I said, I don't watch the news. And for 20 minutes, this is years ago, she's telling me what was happening in the news, which I was all fully aware of. She got done talking, she was sweating, literally sweating, and I go, how are you feeling? I'm angry, I'm frustrated. I go, I'm not. And it kind of stopped her, and I said, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm not ignorant. I'm fully aware. I'm also fully protected. I watch what I see, what I hear, who I hang out with, because my joy has a really high price tag, and life is short, and life is precious. I buried my best friend at 22, 6 months before burying my brother at 22. My husband lost his best friend at 38. I mean, we have buried so many people so young. It's like, no, I'm not letting you steal my joy. And people love to steal your joy. Misery does love company. That is a true story, right? That's a true story. So I have had the privilege of raising 3 young adult children, and it truly is a challenge and a privilege every day of my life. And my kids are older than I am, and I don't know how that happened, but it does happen. But I raised these 2 beautiful sons, and they really could care less what they look like. And I mean that in the most loving way, but sometimes they come out of the shower and go, I forgot to use soap or wash my hair. And I was like, what were you doing? Never, I don't wanna. Anyway, but they just don't care. They got the same shirt on, but my daughter, she was a competitive dancer. And those girls would take 100 pictures of themselves as far up as they could. They'd delete 99, they'd edit 1, and they'd post it. And even with editing, they'd be like, do I have a pimple? Do my eyes look weird? Is my nose too close? They were so hard on themselves. And I want people, men and women, to post pictures to say what matters is not this. How many of you are brave? Now you have 3 phases of brave. This is like Annie, Miss Annie. I don't care how weird you are. I'm following you. I'm in it to win it. I'm all in. This is Annie, you scare me a little. I'm medium brave. And this is I just don't know about you, Miss Annie. So I need everybody's hand somewhere. Super brave, medium brave, and a little bit brave. And anybody single in here, you don't have to raise your hand, but if you are on a dating app, you are gonna love me so much after this present. So what I need you to do right now is get out your cell phones, and I am gonna teach you how to take the world's greatest selfie. So I know a lot of people have training on that, a lot of people are lean back. But when you're fun size like me, you can only lean so far back, so it's hard. And if you skip your arm workout, don't worry, because we're gonna get that in here right now too. So what I want you to do is get that phone out and hold it like this. You can hold it like above you or just straight out or however you feel comfortable. But what I really need you to do is take that other arm and wrap it around. Okay, you're looking right at me and I don't see a phone and I know you have a phone. Where's your phone? Come on. Don't be afraid of me. You didn't even, come on, you're young. You don't even know how to take pictures. I post pictures with my eyes closed all the time. I can't see. I think I look good. My daughter's like, mother. I'm like, all right. Okay, so everybody has their phone like this with 2 arms. You want to get your elbows up high because this is kind of the arm part.